Great Krypton! Yesterday we got our first full glimpse of Sasha Calle's Supergirl outfit in a series of set leak photos and videos that leaked online. We got a taste of it a little while before that when the Flash movie director teased the chest portion on Instagram. And then, the very next day, we get to see the whole thing online now. First of all, there's no cape, or at least not in most of the photos. She's in a harness in a lot of the pictures, so in those shots, they probably plan to put the cape in digitally. That's how they do it in a lot of these kinds of movies these days. They put a real cape on the actors when they're walking or standing still or something, like we see in these pictures, but when they're flying, the cape's gone so it can be added in post. We can see from the back that there are places at her shoulders for the VFX artist to plant the edges of her cape. I think by putting the cape in digitally, they can better control how it flies and drapes in flying scenes, because real fabric would get in the way or, not blow in the wind the right, direction or something. They can just control things better if, they just make the cape themselves with computer. Now, first off, from the look of her overall, I think she looks almost exactly like the Laura Lane Kent version of Supergirl from the Injustice universe, who, in that, universe is Superman's daughter. The costume and hairstyle Sasha Calle has looks just like the character. A main difference, though, is that in this movie, the red on her chest, it also kind of spills down to go over the tops of her arms in like these top stripes, sort of, or strips. Whereas the costume in the comics, the red doesn't go, down and go far like that. It's pretty much just on the chest. But the mostly blue bodysuit we see here does have more in common with the style of suit Superman would wear more than, what Supergirl has often traditionally worn. Or at least the version of Supergirl who is Superman's cousin, right? Which, rumor has it, this version Sasha Calle is playing is not that Supergirl. The one who usually wears the skirt and has more red on her outfit and not just blue. She's somebody else, so she would look different and have a different sense of style and stuff. It also makes sense that if this is Superman's daughter in an alternate universe, she would have a costume that looks more like his because she'd be more inspired by the outfit her father had on. The way the blue and red looks also kind of looks like SpiderMan 2 actually, which some people have pointed out. I think that's funny, but they're right. This does look like kind of similar just with the red and blue color balance, the way the stuff is designed and offset. Like, Spider-Man's red and blue outfit. I can also see why Warner Brothers went with a dark-haired Supergirl if this is the outfit she was going to wear. If they put a blonde girl in this outfit, she'd look kind of like Captain Marvel, who has a red and blue bodysuit too. And they don't want people saying Supergirl looks like a Captain Marvel ripoff, especially since Captain Marvel behaves just like Superman and Supergirl do or would in the Marvel movies right now. Even though she has energy powers, Captain Marvel flies through things and smashes them up, and she grapples with, people like Thanos as if she has super strength. And that's exactly, what a character like Superman or Supergirl would do too. They'd fly around through things, bust them up, and they would grapple with people like Thanos with their super strength. But back to Sasha Calle. A strange point of contention has been, these abs here, which are very pronounced, and they don't look like they're the actress's real abs. They look like they're padding under the suit. I've seen online some people say that these aren't artificial abs. They're impressions from a harness she's wearing under the costume that help keep her upright when she's dangling in the air from the wires. Maybe so, but they do look like they're supposed to be abs from the shape here in the front. If so, this is the part of the costume I don't like. The actress is already thin and fit looking, her stomach's already flat, so they don't need to overdo it with fake looking abs. But to be fair, these costumes always look better on screen than they do in these set leak photos. So if these are supposed to be fake abs, maybe they'll look better when we're actually watching, her in motion in the movie. We get a lot of other set leak photos too. This scene is in Central City it seems, even though they're filming in London. Looks like it's a court scene or something. There's Ezra Miller as Barry Allen with Kiersey Clemons as Iris West in front of it. Maybe they're in court or this is just the city hall or police station. Barry Allen is supposed to work in the police department, so maybe he's just at work. Ezra Miller's got a ring on, and people think this is probably Flash's ring that he stores his costume in the comics. He looks nice in this business or workplace suit, made up like this, by the way. I'm curious to see how he'll play the character when he's in civilian professional mode, as opposed to superhero mode. Another highlight is Michael Keaton as Bruce Wayne, of course. He looks fabulous too. I didn't notice at first, but he's apparently wearing a toupee. It's a good toupee because it looks real to me, so I guess that's why I didn't notice that it was a toupee. But people have pointed out that Keaton is bald at the top in real life, so that can't be his actual hair. He looks nice with the bald hair anyway though, so you go Michael Keaton. We can't wait to see you back. His hair pattern in the Flash movie is supposed to look like he had it in the old Tim Burton movies, they're saying. If so, it's all coming together. The wide shots give more of a sense of place. We see taxis, Bruce Wayne's car, and Wonder Woman's in an advertisement on the side of a bus. Maybe this is how we'll see Wonder Woman in the movie, instead of Gal Gadot herself being in it. I made a video about the Wonder Woman recast rumors a little while ago. We'll see how this plays out. Anyhow, some people think the costume looks plain or basic or whatever, or they're upset that she's not wearing a skirt like, they're used to. They feel that Supergirl's supposed to wear a skirt like she's often worn, in the comics, and in the Helen Slater movie, and in the first, several seasons of the Supergirl TV show. And that, she looks prettier in a skirt or something. But I think Sasha Calle looks alright in this bodysuit. I mean, the bodysuit thing is comic accurate if this is supposed to be Laura Lane Kent. And Warner Brothers is probably worried that putting her in a skirt would make, progressive bloggers and feminists and stuff, and people on Twitter mad because it'll be seen as old-fashioned, or, over-sexualizing a female character or something. And studios, are a lot of times really afraid of making bloggers and people on Twitter mad. But, people are mad now even when she looks like this. They're mad about the abs, too. So, that just shows you how people are on the internet. They're mad no matter what you do. I think Ezra Miller and Michael Keaton look great in their regular men's outfits, though. I guess their costumes are going to be the next big reveals. It appears as if, the three main, protagonists of this movie are going to be Flash, Supergirl, and Batman. And that's fine. I mean, that's a very interesting trio. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please like it on YouTube and subscribe to the channel because I appreciate your viewership, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.